Okay, so we have today's Saturday, and I don't really ever plan to vlog really too much on the weekends, but today is a really interesting day. Yeah. All right. Wow, that was weird. All right, so what do we got going on today? So today is a small look into my music life, my musical career. I'm a low brass player. I play the instrument called the euphonium, which is kind of like a small tuba. It's very cool. It's interesting because that instrument you really can't play in a lot of different settings. You can't play it in orchestra, you can't play it in, when you say can't, it's just not really known to be played in orchestra, in jazz, in rock, whatever, all the other actual, more popular genres, and so this is a very small niche of basically concert band music for like college musicians and military bands. That's really where, if you want to get a professional gig as a euphonium player, you try to land a spot in the military band. It's actually very prestigious. Either way, other than that, paid gigs for an amateur type of semi-pro musician like myself come in very few and far between, especially if you're not in a big metro like New York or actually in the city. So interestingly enough, I have the gigs that pay any type of decent money are usually the most random and odd type of gigs. I play for at Easter and Christmas Mass. I play with a church that pays quite well, but the music's actually fairly challenging and it's different. You gotta all the stuff. So today we have a gig that is out at it's called Old Bethpage Village Restoration. Basically, it's this old village from around 1850, 1860 that they kept and restored, and it's interesting. So we actually play period instruments. So we'll be playing instruments that are from literally the Civil War, and we dress up as if we were some type of military / fire department from that era, and it's really it's interesting. When it comes to routines on the weekends, I usually don't. I leave it kind of up to chance, which is interesting because you and I probably both know that if you leave something up to chance, it's probably either not going to happen or it's going to be the easier of the two options that happen. Whatever it is, right? If you're dieting and you don't go food shopping to get healthy food, and you say, well, we'll figure it out, you're probably going to end up ordering pizza or something. With my ritual design, I deliberately don't do anything on Saturday. On Friday, I do half of my design, and on Sunday, I do the second half of the design to kind of end a special Sunday routine. But it's interesting because I deliberately do this because on Saturday, usually by the end of Saturday night, I feel very defeated. I feel very like I didn't actually accomplish anything. Like I didn't really do anything. And most of that is actually a good feeling because I'm like, all right, I just had a good time either with Ash or with Ollie, or we went out somewhere or just kind of hung out or got some stuff around the house done, which is always good. That's somewhat productive. But it always reminds me that, and it kind of makes me miss having the structure and saying, okay, I'm kind of excited where Sunday rolls around, I'm going to get ready, and I'm jump back into my, evening routines and all this. And it's like, really, it's an interesting type of hack for me. I make myself miss the diligence and the, not dedication, but the specificity throughout the day. And then when Sunday and Monday rolls around, I'm like ready to rock because I'm like, oh, I don't want to like do that again. But sometimes it is nice also to just kind of take a little bit of a a break and have 24 hours come at you and see what happens and see what really sits in. Usually, like I said, like I'll always make bulletproof coffee, always, no matter what. That's a nice car. Always make bulletproof coffee. 99% of the time, I'll always do my 5-minute journal. I'll always do certain things that have been so ingrained in me. But every once in a while, maybe I'll decide to work out just because. Okay, good news. We're in luck. Music and Arts, 2 minutes away down the road. They have something. I don't know. As long as it makes sound and it works in the instrument. And I'm going to waste probably about $50 right now. But yeah, it'll still be a net positive day. But yeah, that's. All right, this is turning out to be like not a fun day, because now what you just didn't realize was me tearing around because I bought the mouthpiece. It was going to be basically right on time, and then I looked down at the mouthpiece and it was a large shank, meaning it will not fit in the period instruments that they use. So I had to go back, return it, come back, and now I'm running 8 minutes late to call time, which is still not okay, but it's not too bad, because we won't be really leaving for the parade until 12:45. So I'll have about 6-7 minutes to actually get dressed. Oh, no, excuse me, 5 minutes, because now it just changed. And yeah, oh, sucks.
So, here's my outfit for today. It's like it's not even a logo on it. I don't know, just this belt that's just way too big. It's upside down. It's a mess. It's just a mess. But listen, what pays the bills, right? And it's fun, you know. I play some music, and especially in the times like this when there's a whole fair. You get to try to decide whether or not you're going to have a beer and sausage and Zeppelis. Oh my gosh, Zeppelis. Achilles heel, but we'll see. But so far, better than expected. You know, didn't hold anybody up by being a couple minutes late to call, and look at this. Look at what I'm wearing. Look at that. Okay, apparently somebody jumps off of that into that.
So what is the lesson today? I'm trying to figure out the lesson. You know, the lesson could be interpreted as, well, happens. things happen. It just is what it is. It could be interpreted as I didn't leave early enough, where something like that could have happened and did happen, and I was still, or I'm not sure. I'm gonna let you decide what the lesson is today. But I'm not sure. Thank you, sir. And I'm not really sure what the lesson is, but all I know is I don't feel like doing that again. But the gig was good. We had a decent turnout. I mean, there's not really, people don't come to the Bethpage Village to hear the brass band. Usually, they come for like a fair like that, or they'll come for the entire thing. We're just one part of it, but it was fun. It was a good gig, and now we're gonna make a stop before we go home today. We just gotta see Mom, because when you're in the neighborhood, you gotta go visit.